Okay. So we're looking at abiotic factors, and essentially biotic factors and abiotic factors. We're talking about things that can affect the amount of living things within a particular ecosystem. So the example I gave was squirrels in a forest. And you could think about how you could change something within that forest to affect the numbers of squirrels. So it could be hotter, cooler, wetter, drier. It could have foxes around, less acorns around. It could be less oak trees and so on. Abiotic factors are things that are not living things. So in other words, the temperature, the rainfall, and so on. And then biotic factors would be living things. Okay, so that's living, biotic, abiotic, non-living. So how would you actually measure those numbers? You could use a transect, where you would actually just measure the distance from something. Any from a say a coastline would be a good example of that. Or a quadrat, which will give you more information, and you could actually measure whereabouts within a field or whatever. So it could be how close to a tree, how I don't know whatever it might be. So you would place the quadrat down and count how many there are in there. Now the whatever it might be, dandelions or whatever. If you have a look at this chart here, this is showing this would have been taken using a transect. It could be taken using quadrats actually, but either one would be fine. So it's just the distance from the top of his shore, and we're seeing the average height of plants. Okay, so it won't be a quadrat because they didn't. Well, yeah, and I suppose it could be a quadrat. You can see that as you get away from the shore, the average height drops. But what they actually want you to say in here is not just that it drops, but to give some numbers. So it drops from 60 to 25 as you go from 0 to 25. Oh, sorry, from 60 to 0 or from near to 0 as you go from 0 to 25, and then after 25 meters there are no plants found. So sorry, I said less than 10 centimeters there. So that's the kind of that would be an example question